Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the flexible fingers Montessori or early learning activity. Let's get into it. Here's a look at all the materials you're going to need for this activity. You're going to need glue sticks and a glue gun, straws. You can use any size straws. I would suggest not using like the super big ones. You probably won't get as good of an effect. A pair of scissors. Then you're going to need some kind of thinner cardboard. I found that the back of a cereal box works perfect. And then some kind of string. Regular yarn or just regular like poly string works really well. I personally like the fishing line because it's thin and really malleable. I think that works really well for this. Okay, so the first step in this project, while your hot glue gun is heating up, is to trace your hand or have your toddler trace your hand for you. I suggest using an adult hand just because you get a better effect. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So you're going to have them trace your entire hand, including your arm. Okay, go ahead. All the way around. Good job. Go around the finger. Up. Good job. You're doing a really good job. Around my thumb and down, down, down. And then go down the other side too. No. The other, go to my pinky. Lift your Sharpie up and go over to my pinky. And go down that side. No, over here. Right there, yeah. Go down that side. All the way down. Good job. All right, here is my beautiful toddler drawn hand. Of course, if you want it to look nicer, you can certainly do it yourself. But this will work just fine. The next step is to cut it out. Okay, after you get your handprint cut out, you're going to want to make sure that there's enough space between each of them so that the fingers move pretty well. And then the next step is to cut your straws. So you're going to need several little cut straws to go on the fingers, and then one longer straw to go at the end of each finger to feed the string through to make it move. Okay, this is with all the pieces cut out. I kind of cut and place them as I go so that I can see exactly what I'm doing and what I need and how short I need to make them. Depending on how big your handprint is, you're probably going to need about 3 pieces on each finger and then 1 long piece for the middle. I kind of cut the straws to the length that I need them and then go back and kind of trim them. You only want just a small space in between each of them, not too big of a space or that it'll have a hard time bending. After you got everything cut out, then your next step is going to be to hot glue everything down into place. Okay, once you have everything hot glued, the next step is to cut your string, whatever string you chose to do. Cut your string, measure it to length. I suggest doing a way bigger piece than you need because you can always cut the end. You're going to cut all 5 pieces, and then I suggest flipping it over, putting just a dab of hot glue on the end of each of the fingers, and that's where you're going to stick the beginning of the thread. And
can I do it?
Yes, you may.
Can I put the string on?
Yep. And then feed it up and through each of the straws. So now you can see all of the strings are hot glued right to the back of the to the fingers. And then obviously you want to put the strings facing up so that they can be fed over the fingers. So we're going to thread through all of here. If you have a little bit older child who's good with lacing, this would be great lacing, you know, motor skills. Sometimes it gets a little difficult to get them through, so using a pair of pliers if you get stuck is a good idea. If you can't get it through, or maybe you made them a little close. And here is the final product after threading all the laces. I also took a Sharpie and just lightly colored, I think you can see, just lightly colored each of the strings to match the straws that we used, just to associate. This can be your last step if you want to keep it as just a hand. I prefer, though, an optional extra, which I'm going to take the other side of the cereal box and I'm going to hot glue just the wrist part down. That way my 4-year-old has an easier time with being able to pull the strings without having to, you know, physically hold down the wrist. If you have an older kid, or you want to practice, you know, some more intense motor skills, then you can totally leave it off of this, and you would just have to hold down the wrist to work the fingers. And of course, the final and best step is to watch your child learn and play with what you just made. So many different activities and so many different learning activities or learning opportunities from this. If you have a smaller child, then probably thicker string would be best for this. The fishing twine is, it can be a little bit hard to pick up. Now pull them all together. Grab them all up and pull them all together.
Okay. I can't hold them all up. Can you start?
Yep, I can help you. There you go. Pull hard. There you go. What colors do we have on the hand? Starting over there.
Blue, purple, orange, yellow, pink.
Good job. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video, or make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to put new videos out, hopefully several times a week, with more activities for you and your children. Thank you. Bye.